P&P News was salivating to get his hands on this 3%er video, and I don't know. I don't think it's as damning against the police as P&P News would hope, and certainly it's not as damning against 3%er as I feared. Now, my dog's licking himself, so if you hear that, just enjoy it. It's ASMR, doggy style. So at 37 seconds is when you first start to be able to see it right here. This little blurry thing that my mouse is hovering over is a sign that says stop, no access or no entry beyond this point. It is visible for, see there, stop. It is visible for a good solid 13 seconds in the camera frame. That's pretty damning for our good friend. It's 50 seconds. Still in the frame. That's pretty damning for 3%er. That means he probably saw it. Did he see it? Did he not see it? Well, that is a question of fact that is going to be something for the jury or the finder of fact to determine. I don't know if this is going to go in front of a jury. Probably won't. Probably just be in front of a judge, but whatever. It's going to be a good question of fact. Did 3%er see the stop sign? And it's important that he see the stop sign because a person commits trespass. This is the ordinances for Chicago. A person commits trespass when he knowingly, and then etc. Knowingly, it means that you have to be aware of, you have to have knowledge of the nature of your actions. Like if you push a boulder off the side of a hill, you know, if you're throwing boulders at a big boulder and you accidentally knock it loose and the big boulder rolls down the hill and kills somebody, you didn't knowingly kill that person. It would be probably a negligent thing. That'd be a negligence mens rea. The step above that would be recklessly. Let's say that you were trying to roll the boulder down the hill, but you didn't know if anybody was down there, but you were trying to roll the boulder down the hill, and you could have and should have checked to see if somebody was down there, but you didn't. You just pushed on a boulder and it rolled down the hill and you laughed in glee and then, oh crap, it's going to hit somebody, and it does, and it kills them. That would be recklessly. If you know that there's people down there, and you start pushing on the boulder and it rolls down the hill and kills somebody, that's probably knowingly. And if this is a model penal code state, I'm not sure if Illinois is a model penal code state, but if it is, then the highest mens rea would be like an intentional. I don't remember if they call it willful or intentional. I think California it's willful. Model penal code is intentional. Yeah, I think it's intentionally. That's like if you see somebody down the hill and you're like, I'm going to kill this bastard, and you push the boulder with the intent of killing that person with the boulder, that would be intentional. So it's, if you do something negligently, then you satisfy only the negligent requirements. If you do something recklessly, then you satisfy the reckless requirement and the negligent requirement. If you do it knowingly, then you satisfy the knowingly, the recklessly, and the negligently requirement. And if you do it intentionally, then you satisfy the intentional, knowing, reckless, or negligent requirement. So it's hardest to prove intent, the intentional part. It's easiest to prove the negligent part. But knowingly in this particular instance is going to be really, does he know he can't go back there? Now, they did say you can't go back there. They said that when he was going back there. They also said you can't film in here and some other things in the way. So did he receive notice? Because he does need notice. Typically a sign will be constructive notice, but he has to do this knowingly, so he actually has to receive the notice. Unless there's some weird thing in Illinois case law that I'm missing. So it's going to be a battle of did he knowingly enter an area where he was not allowed to be? That is a excellent question. Now the other thing that they got him on is disorderly conduct. I don't know why they got him on disorderly conduct. I think they're going for Part A. does any act in such unreasonable manner as to provoke, make, or aid in making a breach of the peace. That seems somewhat weak to me if they're talking about him filming. If this is a substitute for resisting arrest, then maybe this will work. It all depends on how this particular ordinance has been interpreted. It doesn't seem like any of the other sections work. Even like the failure to obey a lawful order of dispersal by a police officer. It has to be 3 or more persons, so I don't know how that's going to work. Failure to obey an order where it threatens public health, safety, or welfare. I'm not sure that that's. I don't know. Anyway, disorderly conduct. I'm not entirely sure how that would fit, but here is a quick rule of thumb. It was relatively quickly after passing that he's probably been told by this point that he's under arrest, and he hasn't even finished turned around. This guy has already arrested him. When you are arrested, it is stupid to resist at that point. Playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes like what's your name and badge number, it will be on the arrest report. It will be the guy who was doing the arrest, who is arresting you. His name and badge number will be on the arrest report. You don't have to ask for it. The other officers in the vicinity, they will also be filling out paperwork. You don't have to get it on your camera. They will be filling out their little affidavits. It's all you are under surveillance at this point. They are watching you. It's silly. Pulling away from an officer when he's attempting to arrest you is also silly. I am surprised that they didn't tack on resisting arrest charges, but again, maybe the disorderly conduct is going to cover it. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, you don't struggle, you don't fight back, you let them arrest you. It saves you from getting hurt. It makes everything go smoother. They still have to justify the arrest whether you resist or not. So just don't do it. Don't resist arrest. Most states have criminalized resisting arrest. Every state that I'm aware of has. I don't know of any states that don't have resisting arrest as an offense, but who knows? Maybe someone somewhere doesn't. And before all the sovereign sits start pulling out John Bad Elk is still bad law. So thank you for watching. Good luck to you, 3%er. I hope you've learned a little bit from this. Just because it is public access, by the way, doesn't guarantee that you have a right to film there. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.